God, I love The Witcher.
Be more than human.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is J.R. Carroll. I am the author of the More Than Human novels, and today we are here to talk about The Witcher, the Time of Contempt. This is, depending on how you want to look at it, book 4 of the Witcher series. Of course, you have your 2 short story collections up front, and then I guess this would be the second full-length novel. But this is a book that some people this is the point where people either 100% you are in The Witcher, or this is where people start going, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
And I would say for most of those people, it's people who just want to stick with Geralt. And I can't blame you. Geralt is one of the greatest fantasy characters of all time.
You seem to find Coin pretty charming yourself.
But in this book, Ciri gets a lot more time. And if you've been paying attention, and especially if you've read the short story collections, you see this coming. She is the reason for the main story here. And of course, she's going to get more time. And in my opinion, she is great. A lot of people love how Stephen King writes kids. She's like, he just gets them. He knows how they think. He knows how they talk to each other. Well, Sapkowski does too. Sapkowski is very good at conveying, especially teenagers. Because in this, I think she's like 13, 14 years old at this point. Now, I believe, I haven't watched the full season, but this is where the season 3 of The Witcher is. And that was the problem I had with the show, is you interjected Ciri, like 13, 14-year-old Ciri at the beginning, and we didn't get to see little Ciri like we did in the first book. But you have Ciri fighting, struggling with who she is, and everybody has a different opinion of what she could be or what she's going to be.
But I don't want your life.
It bounces back and forth between, oh, we need to find her and kill her. Oh, we need to find her and capture her so she can be the trophy that leads us to be able to hold Sintra and whatnot. Now, I'm going to try to keep this mostly spoiler free, but I'm going to kind of give you the overview and how I felt about the book in general. And I really like how Sapkowski is pushing Yennefer, in this direction of, acceptance from, she's always been pushing to, I need to fix myself. I need to fix myself so I can have a child. And now she is just starting to come to grips with, it's, where she's at. She's not going to be able to have a child. And she's starting to gravitate towards Ciri, like we have seen Geralt already do towards the end of the first book and throughout this whole book. You really, Sapkowski is such a great character writer. Geralt is 100% in on Ciri as his kind of adopted daughter. He will do anything to protect her. You see that multiple times in this book. And in this book, we are starting to find out that there are powers beyond Geralt. Geralt is one of the best swordsmen, and the most powerful Witcher. But maybe he's not the biggest fish, or maybe he's kind of stepping out and is running into some very powerful people.
Fuck.
Dijkstra takes a bigger role in this book, which I love. Dijkstra is one of my favorite characters in all of The Witcher, from the games through. And things that happen in this book are shown in the Witcher 3 video game. You kind of get glimpses of things that have happened here. That's why I think The Witcher 3 might be one of the greatest adaptations of all time. But you have just every character has something that you can kind of latch onto. Triss was I was a little off on Triss, in the first novel, but she really comes together here. And of course, everyone's favorite, Dandelion, gets some pretty cool stuff going on in this book. He's not just here to be saved. He's stepping up and doing some trickery of his own to help Geralt out. You have Ciri herself, and in this book, we have always had that looming thing of the Wild Hunt, and of course we get a little bit more of that in the Time of Contempt. But Ciri gets to kind of show off a little bit of both her power. At the end of the first novel, we get to see her kind of blow a barn up, basically. And in this, she's trying to refine that power, but also she is staying a Witcher. She doesn't want to let go of being a Witcher, and that is a big theme here. It's like, what does she want to be? What do they want her to be? And a big thing also within this book is the sorcerers, the enclave that has been alluded to and is coming up. And you have all these sorcerers. Basically, they as we know, are whisperers in the ears of the kings, and now they want to decide how things should go, and that is going to lead to some really big things. And then also you have a little bit more of a mirror, the leader of the, Nilfgaard, a little bit more of him in this book, and a little bit more of what his actual goals are. I cannot say enough, as Sapkowski is one of my biggest influences in my writing and in my books. He is so masterful. It's like, as I reread through these books, I'm just shocked. I'm just like, how can you be this good? How can you be this good and this be the only thing that you've written? And he's second to none in character writing, and I cannot wait to move on in the series. And we're going to have a discussion about this. I believe we're going to go for the 5th of November. Myself, JCM Byrne, Bryce from Shelf Centered, and if my friend Nathan can make it, he'll be on again, and we're going to have a big discussion. If you guys like this content, you like The Witcher, make sure you like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Check out the Patreon, and most of all, remember, be more than human.